Back in 2019, me and Athens came together through a Facebook post. We jammed a couple of times and we realized what great chemistry together. After discussing about the project, we decided to add more people in it. So we found Chris, who is a guitarist, and he joined the band.
In 2021, I was searching for a band and I decided to reply on a Facebook post from Chris, our ex-guitarist. And then I instantly texted him and he told me that I have some guys and he introduced me to Arsenios and Vangelis, and this is how we formed the band.
The name Herta was inspired by the famous riff in Bleed by Meshuggah. Although Meshuggah were not the first that used a Herta in their song, they were the ones that made it the most famous. Herta is a hybrid rudiment comprised of two 16th notes followed by two 8th notes. Sounds like this.
So one day when we were composing our album in our studio at home, I was sitting on the booth and I was listening to the guys, fixing the songs, and they were saying, this Herta is nice, this Herta is very fast, I don't like this Herta. So in a moment of epiphany, I just stood up from the booth and I said, guys, I found it. That's gonna be the name is gonna be Herta. And everybody looked at each other and we said, yeah, this is the name.
Before the band, while I was writing music for my own delight, I figured I was heavily leaning onto some elements like down-tuned guitars, intricate rhythms and ambient atmospheres. And when we sat down as a band to write music, I proposed those ideas and everybody liked it, so we decided to go that direction.
For me, writing these drum parts was a challenge to push myself technically and push the limits of my drumming abilities as much as possible. I wanted to write complicated riffs without making them sound too over the top, and all while serving the music that Vak brought to the table.
My main motivation in this project is the whole process of creating something, having it manifest in front of you, take form, and then actually rehearsing and eventually performing it is a very satisfying process.
The fact that creating something new and performing it, it's something that really excites me. And also being part in a great team like we have here, it's a daily driving force to continue doing what I love.
I was always striving to express myself musically, so when we came together as a band and we were talking about our goals, I told the guys that I wanted to make an honest try on this, because I always had this need to create something, a complete body of work, and to express this sound that I had on my head.
When we started, we were 4 total strangers and we had to collaborate and work tirelessly many hours every day. Because some of us have very loud personalities, there was a lot of friction between us and it was tough until we managed to find a way to work through this. Now, having worked so long together, we found a way to be able to communicate, and now not only are we bandmates, but we are great friends as well.
At Deva Sound Studios, we had the chance to meet with Sakis Tolis from Rotting Christ. And since we were young kids, we were listening to his music and we really love it. So we took the chance to ask him if he could fit in one of our songs, Monolith. He gladly accepted, and he did sing some parts in that song. And later on, this led up to his appearance in the music video. We really learned a lot from Sakis while we were talking with him, and we are really grateful and we thank him so much for being part in our song.
The name Crossing the Illusion refers to the free will paradox, which I stumbled across from Sam Harris. The free will paradox questions whether we truly have free will, because everything is either caused by prior events or by chance. This raises profound questions about responsibility, morality, and what it means to act freely. Although the gist of it was never fully imprinted in a song, we really liked the idea, so we kept it as our album title.
I was inspired by the concept of crossing the illusion, as Arsenios had put it, and after intense discussion, we decided to put it in the album with our take on this paradox, which in the bottom line says that after internal search and the dismantling of poisonous traits of oneself, you arrive in the realization of the superego and achieving a higher form of consciousness. I understand from the early stages of the making of this body of work that the approach we had to take was a very rigorous one. You know, while trying to compose, learn the songs, make schedules for the video clips and the artworks and everything, required us to be very focused on it, while everything in our lives were total, chaos. The most challenging part for me was how to navigate this very chaotic environment and be on my toes to be able to perform in every task we have set for ourselves.
Faithless, outside, beliefs, deceive.
Combining this complex project with our daily lives, it's something that really it's so difficult because it's like having two very intense jobs. If you would ask me, I would do the same again because throughout this process I learned many things and I really enjoyed every minute, and I'm very excited for what's going to happen next.
One of the hardest aspects that we faced during the creation of the album was dealing with our creative differences and the contrasting ideas that came into play. In the end, however, it's all part of the process and makes the result worth it.
For me, the biggest lesson was to learn how to discipline myself and really keep going and push through no matter how hard it may be. Focusing on this project and really putting all my effort and time into this meant sacrificing some other joys and hobbies I had and really focus on myself and my drumming. It was all worth it, and I would do it again no matter how hard it may be sometimes.
The biggest lesson I've learned throughout our journey in Herta is from the band members. The dedication and hard work we put in order to achieve our goals is something really unique and motivates me daily. I have found out that there are still people out there that you can fully trust, and you can dream together towards a common goal. By staying true to ourselves and to our principles, we will continue making the music that we like.
Hard work, patience and discipline really pays off. If you love something, you gotta do it because no one else will do it for you. And you have to be very rigid and solid if you want to push through all the difficulties.
There is no shortcut to putting it down the hard work. It takes a lot of perseverance and discipline in this journey to self-discovery, and has applications to more than the band itself.
The next step will be a question mark, as all the steps we've done so far. But we are very excited, and I am very excited to really put the work for the next chapter of our book.
When substance turns to spirit,
See you.
what's real itself will be disguised.
Πολύ καλύτερο.
No self access.